630 Southwest 122 Avenue. Is this a house, apartment?
Yes, 21630 Southwest 120 Avenue, 216 Davis Grocery.
Right,
There's a guy in a Honda. There's a Cuban guy in a Honda van up here, bagged up. He pulling a gun out on everybody. Please send the police. Hurry up now.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your fucking hands.
I ain't got no hands.
Let me see your fucking hands.
I ain't got no hands.
3200, shots fired, shots fired. Shots fired, shots fired. Watch for crossfire. He's armed.
There's an armed subject, Davis Grocery, 216 and 122, item 315.
He's in the car, he's in the car. Where is he?
I don't fucking move.
Where is he?
Hey, I got a subject down, subject down, subject down.
We have 315, dropping shots
Subject down. Hey.
Grocery, 2163012.
Hey, clear that car. Santana, clear that car.
To the fucking car. Kick the gun. Cuff him.
Air 25 is 30, 200.
Cuff him.
300 QR.
All right, we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to deconstruct the raw transcript of a police shootout. We're going to analyze every word, every command, to really understand how a critical incident like this unfolds moment by moment. From that first 911 call all the way to the final commands on scene, this is a real-time look at how a life-or-death situation plays out. Let's get into it.
So, just look at this. This is the very first line from the 911 transcript. He pulling a gun out on everyone. That one sentence, that's our starting point. And wow, it's not some vague report, is it? It's a flat-out declaration of an immediate, life-threatening danger. Right from the jump, these words set the stakes incredibly high.
You know, every police response has to start somewhere, and it usually starts with a report. In this case, that report is an urgent 911 call, and it's basically the first draft of the scene for the responding officers. So let's break down exactly what they were hearing.
So the 911 call delivers the three things that are absolutely essential for any police response. Where is it? Who are we looking for? And what is the threat? In just a few seconds, the caller has painted a crystal clear picture for the officers heading that way. Davis Grocery, a guy in a Honda van, and he's got a gun.
But it's not just about the tactical details, right? The transcript also captures the raw human emotion of the moment. This plea, please send the police, hurry up now. That's not just a request. It's a desperate cry for help that just tells you everything about the tension on that scene. This is the atmosphere the officer is about to walk into.
And now, the officer is on scene. They've used the information from the 911 call, they've found the subject, and this is it. This is the moment of first contact, where that critical first interaction is about to kick off. And here it is, the first command, let me see your hands. This is the universal starting point for de-escalation and officer safety. The goal is simple. See the subject's hands, make sure they're empty, and neutralize the immediate threat of a weapon. It's a clear, direct instruction designed to establish control and really to see if the subject is willing to comply. But there is no compliance. What follows instead is this rapid, tense, and ultimately pivotal verbal standoff. This is the exact moment communication completely collapses, and the entire dynamic of this encounter shifts for good. So here we see it, the moment of total non-compliance. The officer's command escalates, right? They add profanity to stress just how serious this is, and the subject's reply, I ain't got no hands. It's a direct, defiant refusal. This isn't a misunderstanding anymore, it's a full-blown confrontation, and it feels like we've just crossed the point of no return. When a verbal standoff like this fails, violence can erupt in just a fraction of a second, and the transcript shows us that's exactly what happens next. The words stop, and the gunfire begins. The next entry in the log is just stark. There's no more dialogue, no more back and forth, just a declaration of the event itself. Shots fired. And then it's repeated. This tells you it isn't a single shot. The repetition in the transcript really mirrors a rapid, ongoing exchange of gunfire. The situation has now reached its most dangerous and chaotic peak. In the middle of all that chaos, we get this key piece of info over the radio. It confirms the subject is armed with what the officer believes is an AR-style rifle. Now, this isn't just any firearm, it's a high-powered weapon, and that dramatically increases the level of threat to the officer and literally anyone else in the vicinity.
But even in the middle of a shootout, the officer shows this incredible tactical awareness. They get on the radio to warn other responding units about the danger of crossfire. It's a stark reminder of the complex, 360-degree environment an officer has to manage in these situations and the risk to everybody in the area.
Okay, so after that intense violence, the whole pace of the incident shifts. The immediate gunfight is over, and now the focus turns completely to control, safety, and managing the aftermath.
The officer reports the outcome over the radio. The active threat has been stopped. This transmission marks the end of the shootout itself, but it's not the end of the police procedure. The commands that follow are just as direct and urgent as the ones that started the whole thing. The priority is to secure the subject and clear that vehicle, making sure there are no further threats. This is the methodical, often unglamorous process of making a volatile scene safe again. So when you look back at this whole transcript, from the caller's desperate plea to the officer's final commands, it is just undeniable that every single word mattered. The entire event was shaped by a series of communications, and then their ultimate breakdown. It really leaves us with a critical question to think about. In these high-stakes moments, how much of the outcome is determined not just by our actions, but by the words we choose or fail to use?